Are you looking for relief from stress, anxiety, or pain? If so, you may want to consider trying CBD. CBD is a natural compound found in the hemp plant that has been shown to have a variety of health benefits. CBD can help relax your mind and body, reduce inflammation, and improve sleep. It is also non-addictive and has no known side effects. If you're interested in trying CBD, check out our website at www.hypnotizeme.com. And remember, if you're not hypnotized, then you're not doing it right. That's hypnotizeme.com, www.hypnotizeme.com for our high quality CBD products and drinks. Hypnotize Me, a sponsor of the Boss Fest podcast.
It seemed like everybody want to be a boss these days. Everybody want to be a boss till it's time to pay out, you feel me? Till it's time to pay that boss cost. They ain't trying to have them tough conversations. Ain't trying to put in them extra hours, catching that windfall money, dealing with folks not being consistent. Don't get me started on the lack of sleep, but you know what they say.
Boss Life, BOSSFEST, Boss Fest Podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right. BOSSFEST, the Boss Fest Podcast. They might make you laugh, make you mad, make you cry. Either way it go, it's a vibe. Tune in, catch the topic, get the tea. Ain't no shallow waters over here, we get deep. You sensitive, easy to offend, you need to flee. But them tough conversations gonna be happening. Boss Fest Podcast, they hold it down. Wednesday, 7 Eastern, man, it's going down. Tell a friend to tell a friend and y'all gather round. Get active in the comments, don't get lost in the crowd.
Hey, what's happening? It's your man DJ Bush. I had to show love to Kevin and Edwina, Boss Fest Butlers. Y'all know what time it is, the Boss Fest Podcast. But you already know what we live in.
Boss Life, BOSSFEST, the Boss Fest Podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome again to the Boss Fest podcast. I am Kevin, and beside me is my wife, Edwina. How are y'all doing out there today? Listen, we know this isn't Wednesday. Typically on Wednesdays, we run the show. We do things like that. But we were traveling, and I forgot to pre-record something, and I got a whooping for it. So I'm like, man, the best way to fix that is to get on the pod, have this conversation, and still do the show. So thank y'all for jumping in with us. Happy 4th of July out there to those people who celebrate the 4th of July. We out here working. We're going to get into it, man, because we're here in Atlanta at the Podcast Summit hosted by David Shands of the Social Proof Podcast. And I got to tell you, like, anybody that's looking to grow their brand, grow their business, whether it's in podcasting space, it's about marketing your business and things like that. This is the rooms you need to be in. So I'm going to throw it to my wife and ask her so far, what do you think about everything at this point?
Well, first I want to say until like 3 minutes ago, I thought today was Wednesday. So there's that. But
she thought today was Wednesday.
But anyway, so happy not Juneteenth Day.
Wow.
And so far at the Podcast Summit, I will say one of the things that's like amazing to me is energy. So that has been like, I don't know, it's just been like on a whole nother level. We're not really like in your face type of people, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna walk up to you and be like, hey, what's your business? Tell me about you. Can we connect? That's just not who we are. But because we're starting to build a network, it's exciting to see just energy and people kind of knowing Boss Fest. That's probably the most like surprising thing to me ever, honestly.
You know what? That was unique. Being able to walk in this space, have our brand on, and people say, oh, Boss Fest, yeah. And it not just coming from people that we don't know, but even from people that have built a brand and stuff like that. some of our speakers that we were bringing to Boss Fest, those high energy people, they're in the room with us. So when they saw the Boss Fest shirts and the hoodies and stuff, like, oh, how you doing? They greeting us with love like we've been friends for years. So it tells us that we're actually doing something good. We're building a brand. It's coming along through its struggles, but I am learning that everybody is struggling and that it's okay to struggle. It's not okay to give up.
Definitely, for sure. I mean, just the whole like, hey, it's you, like, hey, call me. And again, we're not like those type of people that, like be in your face or call and be like, hey, this is what I need or whatever. But those type of things when they happen are absolutely amazing. Um, I really say the energy to me has just been on another level to be in a different room. Because, when we're home and, people are like Boss Fest, I just feel like that's because, like they're in our circle and they know who Boss Fest is. But this isn't our circle. Like, this is a podcast summit with maybe like 800 to 1,000 people, something like that.
Easily.
So having people understand the brand and wanting to connect with us and just kind of trying to see where we're going or moving to, that's exciting to me. So I want to ask you, because I wasn't around with you when Brandon Shot Me actually spoke at the summit. He was one of the last speakers of the day, and then he was with Derek Harper. And I guess I heard they approached you. So how did that go? How did you feel about that?
No, so if anybody don't know, Brandon Dixon, aka Brandon Shot Me, he is the headliner for Boss Fest 2024. And this is somebody we reached out to get on our stage because we know he can bring some valuable information to people, right? So most of the time, those interactions, just us putting ourselves out there, is getting to know these people, hoping they get to know us and things of that nature. Sometimes it generates something, sometimes it don't. But this energy in this room was different. He on the main stage, he's having fun, he's doing the thing. After he gives immaculate game to people, photographers, videographers, to try to grow and scale their business. He ends his set, he jumps off the stage, he's sitting over there with his homeboy Derek Harper. If you don't know who Derek Harper is, he's done for you, done for me. Listen, it's done.
It's done for you.
It's done for you, done for me. It's done for everybody. Derek Harper is sitting over there chilling, just supporting his boy, right? And it's already a line of people walking up to Brandon, trying to get game, trying to get information for him, take pictures and things like that. So, me, I slowly start to proceed to walk over there towards him, just to show my face and things of that nature. He looks up, recognizes me immediately. We bro hugging and stuff. Hey, what's up, bro? You doing everything good? First words out of his mouth is, hey, man, I know Boss Fest is a go. I'm like, yes, sir. We get in line. Derek hears us like, Boss Fest? Like, yes, sir. Like, yeah, man, we've already been talking. Like, yes, sir. I'm trying to get on that stage, too. So I'm like, man, say less. They're like, man, I got people in Tampa that might want to link up and be a part of this, too. So I said, man, listen, I already got your contact information. We're going to shoot some stuff out there to you, and we just going to keep this thing going. I know we went dead for a little bit. We had to handle personal. Personal is done. Now we back to business mode. We back to
I'm not going to say personal is done.
Personal is in a stable space. Personal is never done, but personal is in a stable space right now.
Kevin be saying like we had to handle personal as though like somebody like died or like something like tragic happened. Our daughter graduated high school and we just wanted to make sure in that season that all the attention or the attention that she needed she received. She got her graduation party, her gifts, her senior trip, and now we're preparing for college. That's what personal was for us.
That's personal.
It is personal, but I mean, when you say it, it seems like I just feel like people gonna message you and be like, "Man, let me send my condolences."
They want to send me some money, send your condolences, but no. So that's what that was. But no, the energy and the love was great. Just interacting with people that we met through the MMU. That's David.
Man, I love the morning meetup people. I gotta say, like building a community. I'm gonna throw this out. Building a community is hard. Like having a community of people who actually rock with you and support you and I mean just want to see good for you, that's a hard thing to accomplish. But David Shantz has been able to create a community of people, and when they link up, it's like true support. Like they support David like no other. Like he doing something, the MMU is moving. and they support each other. So when you get in a room with someone like, man, we part of the MMU, like, let's go. Like, it's all love all the time. That's just an amazing community. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for a community, I definitely recommend the morning meetup. I'm just, gonna throw that out there.
It's like it's definitely a lot of good groups out there. The MMU, the morning meetup, ran by David Shins, is definitely a great group. That was one of the gems he dropped at the opening statement. It's like, hey man, you got to find your community. Like, you can't do this by yourself as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and anything you're doing in life. You can't get to the next level. You can't get to that next level only listening to you. You got to be able to bounce ideas off of people. And sometimes being in a space, in a room with like-minded individuals is what it takes. Somebody may have the next idea that can help launch your brand and your business that's sitting in one of these rooms, and you don't even know it. Because you're so close to the game all the time, you don't always recognize, man, maybe if I do this one little tweak, boom, that's where I'm at to go and find my success.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that you're building your own community? Like, at home, do you feel like you have a community of people that you can rock with?
I do feel like at home I am creating a group of people that I feel confident with, that if I say, hey man, let's activate, let's do some things, they're ready to go. They're ready to figure some stuff out. It takes time to truly build the right support base. I think we're now getting to a place where, we got the right set of people around us. There were some trials and errors at first, trying to find those people. Everybody talk like they move in the right way, but it takes you to actually go through some struggles with some people to see, all right, man, are you here for the real game or not? Or do you really just want to be on the sideline cheering or in the stands waving at the game because you ain't really trying to be there? So I definitely feel like I'm building that. What about yourself?
I can definitely see where you're coming from. I will say that I think personally I've had some bumps in the road with that. I typically am a person that just kind of says what I think or what I feel like in the moment, and everybody can't really get down with that. Like, in my opinion, like, sometimes they can rub people the wrong way, but I feel like in this entrepreneur space, it's not as easy as you think it is to build a community and find like people who genuinely like rock with you, because some people rock with you for the moment, or some people are like rocking with you until like they secure the bag, and then it's like, nah, like, that's why I was here. So to find like a real community of people who really care about what the mission is, and in turn, like, I help you, you help me type of people, I think that's a rare find. And I do think we're starting to find like our tribe, but it's definitely not easy. And for me, I always am like kind of, I don't want to say standoffish, but a little like guarded when I go in to meet people, because I'm always afraid of like, is this going to be like the right connection, or am I going to be almost like let down or hurt again? It's almost like a relationship kind of, the way it seems to me.
No, it's definitely that. But the one good information I got that's going to help both of us out in this situation is that, hey, they said, listen, in whatever business you're doing, because we at the podcast summit, it's catered more towards the podcast type audience and brand and stuff like that. They're like, listen, man, when you get in front of this camera and you start speaking to people, you need to be authentically yourself. And for the past year and a few months, me and Edwina have sat in this camera and authentically been ourselves, the good, the bad, the ugly.
That's one thing I can say. We definitely give them who we are.
And what they say is that, man, listen, man, maybe you ain't found your right audience today, or maybe you in the wrong place to find your right audience. And they gave examples, It's like, man, there's some motivational speakers out there who are rah, they're hype, they're mega energy and stuff like that. And some people just don't rock with them. They're giving good advice. And there's other motivational speakers out there.
Yeah, I feel that, because I don't be always rocking with the rah. Like, it be feeling fake to me. Like, you can't be that excited all the time.
Right. And they said there's other people who are selling out arenas, sitting in one spot in the chair and just talking very mellow tone. But they selling out arenas. That's because they found their audience. They found their group.
That's the person. I don't even know who that is. That's like my person.
Like, how do you continuously be authentically you, find your audience? And that's what we're learning here today. Listen, anybody in podcasting, anybody in business, you need to be trying to get.
And y'all tag some podcasters up in here. First of all, we need to get on some podcasts. But two, podcasters need to hear this message. So I feel like what they're saying as far as finding your audience is almost the same as finding your tribe then.
It's the same thing. And that's my interpretation of it. Listen, you got to find that group of people that's rocking with you and rock with you the way you move. Everybody ain't gonna always like the way you move. Don't change it up. That was another good message we got in the game today. Listen, man, find what it is you do well. Master that. Be a master of the thing that you do well. If you're a cook, master cooking.
So I talk shit really well.
Master talking shit very well. Master it. I don't know if there's a book out there, a course, figure it out, find out how to master that shit, and let's capitalize on it.
So what do you think that you do really well? Like, what are you going to be the master of?
I am a master procrastinator. So I'm going to master.
Oh my God.
I'm going to master the hell out of procrastination to the fullest. That people going to be like, man, he is the best procrastinator in the world. I am a master procrastinator. Let's go.
You are that. But I'd like for you not to do that.
Don't tell me to change what I am. I just got the information to be the best who I am. Be a master procrastinator. No, but seriously, I am still trying to figure out my voice in this entrepreneurial space and what it is exactly I want to do. And I think that's a good thing. Sometimes, and that was another gem they threw out there. They said, hey, man, God gives you your gifts. Sometimes we don't recognize the gift. Sometimes it takes for somebody else to say something to you and say, hey, you know what? You know you do that very well, right? And you got to sometimes listen to that stuff. If somebody say, hey, you do that very well, or I would buy something from you if you do that, then I would invest in you if you do that, then that's where your gift is. Some people can speak. Some people can cook. Some people can dance. Like, whatever your gift is, somebody has already told you what it is. Perfect it. So I'm now going to start paying attention to the things that people say I do well and try to perfect it. But if you tell me to write grants, and I don't know if I really want to perfect that anymore. That was
So what's the reason, like your number one reason for coming here and getting in the room?
My number one reason for coming here and getting in the room was to grow our audience, right? So as I look at our streams of viewership and things like that, right now Facebook is the largest audience base we have. Our second largest audience base, and I didn't even realize it, was it's like a podcast stream, our RSS feed.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say something like Twitch or something.
No. Listen. We stream on Twitch every damn time we do this, and there is not a single person that's seen anything we done on Twitch. But I'm still streaming to Twitch, and that's what they say. Listen, man, keep doing what you're doing, keep streaming. Even if no one there is watching you today, they may watch you tomorrow. So you got to keep going, right? So we stream on Twitch, we stream on YouTube. YouTube has, I think we got 16 or 17 subscribers on YouTube. But we have certain clips that has over 10,000 views.
For real?
Yes, we have certain clips that got 10,000 views.
Yeah, I need to go look at it.
We have like our shorts. Like we may have to figure out how to put more shorts in
Who's
YouTube.
good at that? Like, are we gonna learn that at this summit? Because we're struggling with social media in general.
So if you come to the podcast summit, the one thing I love about it is on the app, is digital. Like the app this year is so much better than last year. Last year, like you had to shake the phone, and so if some other people shook the phone with you, then maybe you can connect with them. This year, if you attendee and you set up your profile, you can see everybody that set up their profile. Ain't no more shaking the phone.
So should Boss Fest get an app?
I don't know.
Like, you think we're ready for app? Like, are we app ready for Boss Fest?
I don't know if we're app ready, but I think it's definitely something we should put on the table. To like, hey man, the Boss Fest app. How do we figure it out? What the cost associated with that is, and maybe that is future business state for Boss Fest. Maybe right now let's figure out how to continuously grow the audience. So
it made me ask you that because you said you came to the summit to figure out how to grow our audience, and for me, I came to the summit for the connections, because I feel like you're one connection away from the person that's going to help like change your business life. You know what I mean? Like help you blow up in business or give you that one idea, whatever it may be. But it always, to me, feels like it's one connection away. And so it's like you got to get in a room to form that connection, to meet that person, for somebody to introduce you to someone who you didn't know, and you just never know where those connections are going to go. So for me, it was about the connections. And if you're saying if there's an app where it can connect you with more people, then maybe that's what we should be looking at for ourselves, because people get in a room at Boss Fest for connections. Like people have told me stories where, you know, hey, I met this person and now like they're speaking at this event with me, or we're now like rocking and doing this together. So I think connections is a huge thing.
It's something to look into. I'm not opposed to it. I just know that I'm grateful for taking these steps. When we did this thing, like we started like going to these conferences and these events like right before I think COVID hit. Then COVID hit and we had to slow down. Then after COVID, we jumped back into it.
Was it right before COVID or right after?
I think it was right before COVID.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because this is where we learn. This is where we grow. You see us every week on your screen. And we had these conversations, but it's because we're interacting with other people that we can continuously have these conversations. If we just talk to ourselves the whole time and try to talk to you, this wouldn't make any sense. But it's because I had a conversation.
I don't know. I feel like I could just keep talking to you, but okay.
No, we can, but eventually it'll just become dry because we're not getting any better. Like it's only so much stuff they can hear that we've done in our personal lives that we're translating into business. You can only hear that so many times for like, all right, that's the same shit. What are y'all doing differently? What are you expanding upon? So that's why we come to these events. That's why you need to come to events like this. If people are throwing together a conference, they're putting game together. They're putting the time and the energy to invest in themselves. That's why they're doing it, to invest in themselves. You need to take the opportunity to invest in yourself too. So that's why we're grateful for these things. And the podcast.
Like you're preaching at us.
Listen, the podcast summit is another one of these outlets, another one of these tools that's allowing people like me and my wife to build our audience. The brand is out there, Boss Fest. Boom, we're ready to go. Let's go out there. Let's figure out how to capitalize it. My goal was to get 5 new potential guests on the Boss Fest podcast.
And if you want to be on the Boss Fest podcast, hit us up in the inbox.
You got to have something to say, though. So one thing we did learn, though, so listen, man, you can bring people along to be on your podcast, and Finesse, he got several different names, but he go by Finesse, Jonathan, something else. Like he got no. It's
Butcher.
No, it is Butcher. And the reason why he even broke it down, he said, listen, man, when he started this thing, when he got out of jail, right after COVID, because he pretty much said he was scamming, but he said he wanted to call it finessing. And he said he kind of created like 3 or 4 identities. And because he created 3 or 4 different identities, people may be talking about him in different formats. So he like, man, he's still now struggling trying to figure out how he merges all of those together to it's just that one identity.
Yeah, bring it home. Bring it back to what you were saying at first, because now you're just confusing me. You lost your train of thought, didn't you?
I just did now since you stopped me in my train of thought. Go ahead.
Okay, so Finesse is telling you what? I didn't hear Finesse talk. I don't know what he told you. All right, so anyway, so Kevin was busy preaching at us and he lost. For me, I think our first conference that we ever went to was Black Equity Con. That sound right?
I believe so.
So that was in Miami, and I think I found it just by like searching for events on Facebook, maybe, and saw it and was like, man, it's close enough to drive. And it happened to be an event that was hosted by David Shan. So that was our first intro. Really, that was our first intro to David Shan's. I think you already knew who Derek Harper was because you were in his coaching class at that point. But we saw Brandon Shotme there. And just a couple other people because Marquell was there too. So those people kind of helped us. So we were at a point in our business where we couldn't pay for like an actual like business coach, but we could go to conferences and follow these people. And a lot of people give away free game in hopes that you will like, you know, book their coaching course or whatever. But we use the free game to infuse that, to infuse that into our business and to try to get better. And then what it would do is like one coach would lead us to another coach. For instance, like let's say Marquell said, hey, I taught Neo everything he knows. And then I'm like, well, let me check and see what Neo is doing. And then Neo gives us some more game. And then, you know, like he's in with David Shands. Either way, people are connected. And what we learned through that networking, our first conference, is that when you're at a high enough level, you work together. So they're all getting money together. Like the amount of people we see in a conference who are cool and they're not charging each other to go to each conference because they understand that that's money, but they work together. So I'm like, collaboration definitely happens when you're at a higher level. And I notice, like, when I'm talking business with maybe someone, and I don't want to say I'm at a low level, but I'm just not where they are. It's not always collaboration. Sometimes it feels like a lot of competition. So getting in rooms like this where people actually are like, hey, I'm doing a little bit better and I don't have to feel like you're my competition. I think you find more of a community and more collaboration in that.
Oh.
So I was just bringing it home on how we first started going to conferences, why I fell in love with the conferences, and then being able to see how these people work together and they bring like their homeboy or homegirl along with them. So, hey, we getting money, we speaking, we doing this. Come on, let's go. And I think that's an amazing thing. I just feel like everybody should let's conference hop because there's a lot of knowledge out there and a lot of like support and teamwork you can see.
And I discovered today, listening to Donnie Wiggins, she is the second half of the Social Proof podcast crew, that her and David met at an event similar to this. They met at a conference, and through them interacting at the conference, and they was able to build their relationship. And now they speak of each other, so adamantly and vividly about each other, like brother and sister love. Like, man, this is somebody I care for. I love them. We've helped build brands together. We became millionaires together through this process. He was doing his thing over here. I was doing my thing over there. We somehow linked up together, and through our collaborative works, we've now been able to build this multi-million-dollar platform and this brand that we can eat off here. But now we also got other things that's now allowing us to keep building and planting trees and roots everywhere else. So they have multiple streams of income, but they met at these type of events. Get in these rooms. Maybe you don't still know why you're getting in the room. Maybe the message isn't always clear. Maybe you don't think the room's for you. What I will tell you is this.
Hey.
What I will tell you is this.
I love that you called us the power team, but go ahead.
Appreciate that, T-Fac. What I do love about getting in these rooms is this. I don't know who I'm going to meet. I don't know what they're going to say. Step into these spaces. Somebody says something to me that says, hey, why don't you try this? Why don't you do this? It's like how people go to church and they looking for the word and they get the word. Sometimes when you're fighting to get the word so much, you don't get it. Sometimes when you just go to church just to be in the essence of church, you get the message. And sometimes going to the room just to be in the essence of the room, and you may get that message. You may get that thing and say, oh man, I didn't think about it that way. Or I didn't know that such and such who live right down the street from me has the ability to help me grow my brand the way I need to. It's amazing the gems we get in today. And it's just day one. We still got a whole nother day of this to go. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to hit you with more information, but I am excited. It's just so much going on in this building and the ideas that we're going to bring to Boss Fest just from just a visual aspect. It's another reason. We coming to learn.
We do come to learn. I think that's important for people to understand. Like, we feel like we never stop learning. So we create events, and it's important for us to get in those same rooms and learn what other people are doing with their events so we can bring it back to our own. We try to find like the best speakers by going to these events. It's just a lot of learning and education and conversation that we have throughout what we get to experience in these events.
So we ain't going to take up too much of your time. We know it's your 4th of July. We know it's going to start getting dark soon.
But it's not Juneteenth.
People still like fireworks. This is when people shoot off the good fireworks and all that good stuff. They go around lakes and they surround themselves and stuff. We get it. It ain't Juneteenth. But let's be for real. We wasn't even talking like this 5 years ago. So I'm happy we now can say what a Juneteenth is.
Oh, yeah, because you woke.
I've been woke. Some of y'all just finding out what Juneteenth is. So I'm happy for the people that discovered what Juneteenth is. Happy, but
oh my goodness.
Happy you finally found out what it is. But hey.
Don't y'all hate when a person like to just throw shade, and then when somebody throws shade back at them, they be in their feelings?
Yes.
I told you last time, don't come for me unless I send for you.
I'm done. I will not come for you no more.
So anyway, we decided to spend our 4th of July learning this year, so that's what we're doing.
So hopefully y'all are doing something good on y'all 4th. Just spending time with family. Enjoy it, every moment of it. Who knows how long those moments will last. we chose to spend this one here at a conference, getting educated, so that way we can be better for you guys, be better for ourselves, be better for our community, and create a better Boss Fest event. So,
and those Boss Fest tickets are dropping soon, so stay on the lookout.
Be on the lookout.
We are excited for that. Like it's gonna be some exciting stuff for this year's Boss Fest.
Listen,
so
we tweaking stuff. We're getting it right. Looks are changing. Energy's changing. We already told you.
It's like we leveling up.
We are.
We doing better.
Location change. So we putting it in a bigger market, a bigger area. So we're elevating, and we want you to elevate too. And listen, there's going to be vendor opportunities for people. It's limited vendor opportunities. It ain't like the very first Boss Fest or very first event we did. It was like 40 vendors. And I think the one after that, it was like 30 vendors.
But the very first Boss Fest we did, it was just vendors.
It was designed for vendors.
Right.
Like, and as we now have transitioned, we started off just trying to think about how to promote vendors. Now
Thank you. T-Face said, learn and teach. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you.
So just know that vendor spots are going to be limited. It's going to be for the audacious few who want to get these vendor spots.
Look at him trying to use a big word.
I am using big words today. It's going to be for the...
Spell it.
We're not doing it.
Okay.
Audacious. Audacious, damn it.
Okay.
Audacious. Something. Shit.
Whatever. Don't use it if you can't spell it.
Audacious. Something.
Okay.
Something. Shit. All right. So, take that opportunity to put yourself and your brand in an event, in a space where like-minded people who can capitalize on it. Vendor spots are limited. Jump on it. Get in the room. Get your brand out there. Get the people to see it. That might be that one client you need to now take your business to the next level. So get your spots in the room. VIP tickets gonna be VIP tickets. We creating a whole new vibe for the VIP experience. General admission tickets.
And we taking that VIP experience to another level.
We maximizing the VIP experience. Just know that. If you want general admission, you're gonna be at a room, you're gonna get the game, you're gonna get the energy. It's that VIP experience, it's a different level. Just know that.
Swag bags going. Like if y'all, I love people who have seen us from the beginning, because then they can say like, man, I see the elevation. Just know that we are definitely trying to level up. The swag bag feeling different to me. Like
the swag bag is swagging.
Yes, I'm loving it.
Like last year was a drawstring bag. It did.
Don't hate on the drawstring.
Listen, I love the bag, but the swag bag this year is swagging. Like we elevating. Because the year before that there was no bag. It was the paper bag. So
that's still a bag.
I get it. What I'm saying is the first year there was no bag. The second year there was a paper bag. The third year was a drawstring bag. Now we elevating it to a cloth type bag. We bagging. Listen.
Right, we trying to let people be like in the reusable space. Like just think Boss Fest and grab your bag and let's go.
If you them people that like to go to Publix and use the reusable bags, this bad boy can work in your favor.
Don't give them too much though. That's for the VIP.
That's for the VIP.
But the point is, when people think or have seen us grow, we want them to be able to say, man, I remember how y'all started. Because that's how people are in business. Like when you get to see someone's elevation, it's not like, boom, they just instantly were famous. Like people actually had to put the work in. It's just now you get to see us do it. We talk about it every week on Wednesday on how we put the work in. So whether we're like going at each other's throats or everything's all good, we show that too.
We show the struggle. We show the challenges. We show the opportunities. Because, like you said, in these spaces, people like to fake it. And we ain't got time to be fake with each other. We being fake with each other, and we definitely going to be extremely fake with y'all. So, which is why y'all see so much real stuff from us, that they be like, dang, do they even love each other, care about each other? And some days we may not. But
I don't like him some days.
But there's a lot of days we don't like each other. Definitely. I always love her, but there's some days I do not like her. I just want you to know. But that's what's real. That's even in business with people, families, relationships. Hey, man, I'm just saying. Like, some days I don't like her. I love her all the time.
Oh, and look, T-Face said she was wild when she walked. She did say like, wow, like, what did she say? Let me see. I might have to change my outfit or something like that when she said
like she used to come in there with a tracksuit on or something. She's like, wait a minute, hold on now. I guess I can't wear my tracksuit. I guess I got to wear my church clothes. I'm like, no, we still in here, but
come as you are, though. Come as you are.
But the fact that we was able to create that visual, that when someone seen it, they was like, oh my God. Okay, I know now I need to step. I know it made them want to step up. And that's what this whole event
She said I had to step it up.
Like
and you don't have to step it up. You can come as you are, but just know if you thought you were wild last year.
Step it up. Step it up. No, step it up. No.
You have people trying to come in like 3-piece suits or whatever. It just come as you.
Listen,
we are at a conference at 1,000 people, and we have on jeans, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and some tennis shoes. It is come as you are.
It is.
The game gonna get got regardless.
The game is gonna get got regardless. But all I'm saying is step it up.
I'm saying the 2024 entrepreneur looks different than they did before. So you don't have to be in business suits.
You don't.
To show success.
But we're dressed like this to market our business. We have our brand on. So wear your brand however you want to wear your brand. But if you just come in, I'm
gonna say come as you are, because the game gonna get got. But if you trying to match your energy in a room, just know it's leveling up. Wait, what was that? What was that?
That's my level up. That's what I'm gonna do now. Whenever y'all see me on,
I didn't know what that was.
That's gonna be my new. That's gonna be my level up. Like, what is he doing to level up?
It looked like an old man dance.
Yes, I'm working on my old man level up dance. It's a seated
don't
position.
Do that no more.
Level up.
Don't do that.
I like it.
I don't like it.
Whatever.
I mean, I could get like a vote in a room. I just don't.
We not vote. So listen. We ain't gonna stay on this thing too much longer. We ain't trying to bore y'all like that. But what we do want to tell y'all is this: these rooms are important. This event has
networking and getting in entrepreneurship rooms are important.
It's very important. It's the opportunity to be around people who are expanding themselves. Some of y'all are still trying to figure it out. We're still trying to figure it out. We just may be 2 or 3 more steps ahead of somebody who's just getting started. I'm trying to get in a room that's 2 or 3 more steps ahead of me. I don't want to get in I want to be in rooms, all type of rooms, but I don't want to be in a room with somebody that's 1,000 steps ahead of me, so that journey doesn't seem feasible. I want to get in rooms. I want to be able to interact with people that's like on ground level. And that's the one thing I did take away from the information given today. It was like, hey, I know y'all see the people on the stage. You want to think you're going to be able to get one of these people to be on your podcast and your events. Somebody, 1 or 2 people might be able to pull that off, but it's because they may be a lot closer to.
I feel like I'm the 1 or 2 people.
We possibly could be because we made certain steps, but I'm not holding my breath today. They was like, it might be a few more steps closer to this spot than you are. Some of y'all are just starting out. Some of y'all have been doing something, but you've been stuck at the same place for a while. Your next step may not be the people on this stage. Your next step might be the person that's sitting beside you that you don't even know.
It took you so long to get to that. I'm just gonna call that out. I was like, dang, when you gonna say like your next business partner could be beside you, or your next connection could be right there?
This is why I hate you. Continue.
But you know what? You could have been a preacher in like another life, because you know how like you'd be like, dang, come on with the message now. Come on. That's how I felt when I was like waiting for you to say it. But nonetheless,
I hate you.
The importance is getting in a room, because you never know, like your connection can be right there. Don't focus on the people on the stage. Focus on the people that could be sitting right next to you, who could help you level up. And I think that's a huge message, but I'm not going to say don't focus on the stage people either, but don't just be so focused on that.
But that's why they got to get in the room so they can be beside somebody that can help them get things.
You understand, sir? Like you want everybody to get in the room. You want everybody to get the message.
I hate you even more times too.
Don't say that. That's such a strong word. You hurt my feelings. Now you don't know what to do.
I'm stuck.
I'm gonna start saying that, but you hurt my feelings. I'm gonna start saying that more.
It's gonna become old, but
whatever.
What you want to leave the people?
So I just want to leave the people with it's important to always keep educating yourself. Kevin wanted to come and give you guys a recap of what we learned today, because it is definitely exciting. I think it's exciting to be where we are and, still learning and trying to do better in our business. I don't think we would be where we are if we didn't get in these type of rooms, if we didn't try to find the business coaches, if we didn't try to find the community of people who support us. So what I want to say is I definitely appreciate our community at home that supports us, the new community of people who are starting to see what we're doing. We just greatly appreciate it. And for those people, again, who have been watching us from the beginning, just know that we always try to strive to be better. And we may not always get it right, But dang it, we're going to keep trying. And as long as we don't give up, I think we'll be successful at this thing.
I do think we will be successful. And what I'm going to leave you with is that, hey, whatever you believe, you can achieve. Go after it. Go get it. Make it happen. And I want y'all to enjoy the rest of your 4th. We're going to see you again tomorrow because
You're going to do this again tomorrow?
I'm doing it again tomorrow. I got to give you a day 2 recap because I know it's even more game being delivered tomorrow. I'm going to put more pictures out. I'm going to put some pictures out. I don't really like to do social media, but I learned I got to do
I like to take pictures with people. I'm like, oh, look who I met.
So I got to take pictures and do more social media so that people can see it. But we will see
y'all. Hold Kevin accountable. He needs accountability partners. He is old man with social media. Y'all, when y'all see him, tell him what button to press that's for upload. Have him take a picture with you so he can put it on the book, on Instagram. Help this old man get into social media.
Whatever. We ain't doing it. But
I'm for real.
That's what we got for y'all. We'll see y'all again tomorrow. Y'all be easy.
Peace.
Peace.